Going live. Do you prefer not to be on the video?
Yeah, that's fine, but do we have to come like this
Uh-huh.
and speak up?
Yeah. You'll see. You'll see how it works in just a moment. Yeah. All right. So let me stop it there. So when it comes time for you to speak,
Yes, I can.
No, we can share.
Yeah,
And you
that's cool.
finish 3 minutes and 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sounds good.
One and
Three,
five.
three and two.
1 and 5.
One, half, one.
Okay.
The 7 minutes really.
Yeah, you guys are
But we have 7 minutes.
All right.
5
Then
minutes,
the
2
next.
minutes.
Yeah, then you finish.
Welcome everybody to the debate with the TOEFL A class. So we have literally 2 people in our audience here. Here you go. Here's a survey. Nero. Real survey. Are you part of the? Rohan, you're not debating this one, right? You're the other team, right?
Yeah, I'm against.
You're on.
Zoo should be banned.
No, Nero is over here. I was taking part in that. Nero.
Oh, that's right. You're doing the one tomorrow, aren't you? Okay. So
Yeah,
here's
I'll
the
do it
list of
tomorrow.
team members. Zoo should continue to exist. Team
Name
Agree.
it.
Deborah, Rohan, Nero. Oh, I'm sorry, Deborah, Kim, Mary, and Patel. Mary, yeah. Team disagrees, Rohan, Nero, Anisha. Yes.
आप तीनों कर लो तीन
Rohan, Nero, Anisha. I got it. Okay, good.
मैं आ जाऊँ
All right, so, here you go. Yeah, let me go through the formality of filling this out. And I'm encouraged other classrooms to come and join us too.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
Well, Patel is a star. He wants to.
to be
He
recognized.
wants to be recognized and become famous. All right, so I'll make sure that.
In the future, people are looking my name on YouTube, so it is better to post right now.
Facebook.
Love it. Okay. So welcome everybody. This team over here is going to be arguing. Yes, zoos should continue to exist. They're going to have 7 minutes to make their opening remarks. That team over there is going to be arguing. No, zoos should not continue to exist. So, all right. So 7 minutes. There you go, Ms. Mary. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I believe in you. Yeah. Let's give her a hand, everybody. Yay! What? Oh, you guys? Wow, that's so generous of you. Wow, that's so generous of you. Okay. And here we go. And go ahead. When you start, I'll start.
Me?
Yeah.
Start.
And yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Our topic today is if
Sir.
is the zoo should be continue to exist. We are the group about agree. We are agree. We are agree because the zoo in the zoo you can see animals that in a real world you can see only in the books. You can go there and see the different kind of animals. You can even touch them depending to the kind of these animals. You can touch elephants and are very very bigger. I love the zoos for this reason. I go every year in vacations with my daughter because we can see lions, flamingos, yeah. We can see different animals that you can see only or for internet, TV, or in books. You can see there, and you can see the really how they are. I agree with this because they can prevent the extinction for animals. They keep safe the animals that they know that can be in extinction, and they try put together and create more animals and produce. Yeah, okay. They provide a safe habitat for the animals. They provide for them food, a good habitat. They provide a partner. They don't do alone there. They can have wife or husband, friends, kids. So they can really have a good habitat there. And my
Partner. Right.
partner.
Hello, I'm Deborah. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss
Hey.
Deborah.
I think that zoos are the good thing. I have several reasons to support my view. They provide a fun day, like my friend said, a fun day out of a family. So having them have them means that animals are kept from becoming endangered, and the animals are well looked after. So my first reason is that the zoo provides a fun day out with a family, like she said. Everyone knows that. Please. Everyone knows that families cannot afford a biggest trip, so they can use their weekends to go to this local zoo and have a great spend a great time with family. Another reason is the zoo are and has been keeping the animals from becoming endangered. It goes without saying that not all animals could survive in the wild without help. Can you imagine having to chase after your food every day with no guarantee that you will eat? So, meaning there are less and less of animals in existence. Zoos make sure that the animals are safe and are fed well every day. My final reason is that the animals are well looked after the zoo. It is obvious that zookeepers are well trained to look after animals and know exactly how to make them happy. They make sure that the animals are kept in most similar habitat to their natural one. And they try best to keep them happy. Some people may argue that animals should not be captivated at all, and should be not out and should be out to in the wild.
Why?
However, I strongly believe that the animals are safe, and the zoo, when being looked after the trained people, able to take care of those animals.
Okay, cool. Hey! Oh, Patel's coming up. Yay! Do it, man. I believe in you. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so to be continue about the agree with the zoo. So zoo should not should exist because they help animal if they are sick. So they need some medical attention from the doctors and help those innocent animal. And some zoo has the cages around animal, protect the animal, and the why zoo should exist in because the kids get to learn about animals and get to see animals that they would never see before. And zoos are very cool. They protect and support animal. It also provide very nice education for the kids and for all human being and learning about the animals. The another reason when animal has any disability or they severely hurt so bad that when they heal they won't be able to live in the wild. So the zoo is the place where they just doctor and all teams provide protection for them. And if zoos didn't care for them, the animals were left to the wild and the animal would just die because of starvation or some medical treatment or some attention and not being able to run away from predators. And one way zoos are the good is because they save many endangered species in different ways. The historical debate says the Los Angeles and San Diego zoos helped restore the California condor, which only had about 24 when they started about 170 birds.
Okay,
So
time's up.
this-
All right.
So
Yay! Well done. Well, compelling arguments. I don't know what the other team is going to be able to do to counteract that. I'm just kidding, because I'm sure you guys have fantastic arguments. So coming up to the mic is Mr. Rohan. Yay, Mr. Rohan. Give me a hand, everybody. Hey, making the point, zoos should not exist. All right. When you start, I'll start.
Good morning, everyone. Today my
morning.
topic is that zoo should not exist.
Mm.
There are several reasons for me to support this argument. First of all, and the most important thing is they are living beings. Besides human beings, they are the only living beings.
Mm.
So they have got feelings, they have families, and that doesn't make sense for humans to, capture animals for their leisure and for their fun, because it's like a natural process that has been going on since centuries, and we human beings are violating all the natural laws, going against the nature, and that's the reason why animals are coming to an extent. And we are making an argument that we are trying to, preserve the environment, we are trying to preserve the animals, but that's not the case. We are just being mean, and we are just being selfish, just for our own leisure and pleasure. We are just, doing wrong with the animals, trying to, put them in a cage. That doesn't make sense, because they are supposed to live in wild environment. That's what they are made for, and that's how they are trained from the very beginning. So even if we take an example of a lion, they know how to get their food, they know what to catch, and they know how to do it. So we don't need to feed them. And if we put an argument that we are helping animals, that does not make sense, because they can help themselves, and that's how they are being brought up. They're not like human beings. Secondly, I think that zoo should not be the only place to have fun, because we already have so many things to have fun. We have parks, we have stuff that we can do besides zoo. And if children see like a violent animal, then that's what they're gonna adopt. So it's not good for the children either. And if you really want to educate your child about animals, you have internet, you have a lot of resources you can do it through. That's not mandatory that you should take your children to zoo to teach them what animals do and how animals look like. And the last point I want to make is, we already have messed up a lot, and we already have messed up the nature a lot, so we don't need to do it no more, and we need to preserve the environment, and that's not the way we preserve the environment. Thank you.
Ooh, all right. Ooh, he's just coming up. Okay. Yeah, all covered up. Yeah.
So I continue with Rohan. The second point is that zoos are detrimental to animals' physical health. One of study of 25 species of carnivores, including brown bears, cheetahs, lions, found that zoo enclosures were too small for the animals to carry out their normal routines, which lead to problems such as pissing and more infant deaths. Like a polar bears, for example, had an infant mortality rate of 65% due to the small enclosure. And about 70% of adult male gorillas in North America have a heart disease. The leading cause of death among gorillas in captivity, although the condition is almost completely absent in the wild. The other great apes have a similar health problems in a captivity. So, one of the other figures, like a captivity elephants live about half as long as wild elephants, like 18.9 years versus 41.7 years for Asian elephants, and 16.9 years versus 35.8 years for African elephants. Of 77 elephants in 13 zoos, and 70 were overweight and spent 83% of their time indoors, contributing to early death. So this is all the figures we can find, like it's not beneficial for the animal's health.
Gotcha. Cool. Did you want to talk? Yeah, sure. Yeah. You have 2 minutes. It's up to you, though. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Hello everyone. I'm here.
Yeah.
Don't convince you to change your idea about disagree or agree with my or our agree. Okay, but I'm here just to make you think about what things I will speak now, okay?
Okay.
Even modern, a zoo will always be a prison. What is the need for the zoo to exist? Just for the fun of people, a lot of people around the world. The place of animals is in their natural habitat, in nature. Whether there are animals in extinction today is either because of man or because of a natural process. We are intelligent, all of us, we are intelligent beings, and certainly there are other ways to know them, the animals, and other ways to prevent the extinction of some. In other words, the zoo must continue to exist only to demonstrate yet another human evil against to nature. So think so. We don't, for us, no necessary to see animals in a prison. We can know about the television, about the internet, about the nature, like in Africa, we can travel around Africa, see the animals in your habitat. Don't make a mistake. A zoo is a prison, always a prison. Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right, good timing there. Cool. Give me a hand, everybody. Yay, both teams. All right. Cool. I gotta say, my first impression is that that first hour you were in the computer lab really paid off. You know, a lot of robust research that y'all brought to bring to teach your cases. Yeah, and I like that appeal that you made it toward the end. It's like, come on, toward humanity, etc. Okay, so this team over here is gonna have 5 minutes to rebut the other side. I guess it's everybody's job to convince Romina. Yeah, change her mind.
Can you have a
Please,
minute?
Ms. Romina.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll be a little more flexible. Yeah, I'm gonna look for.
Fantasy.
Yeah,
Everybody
I give everybody about a minute. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Let's stop it, we have a
Go right ahead.
minute.
Everyone is experience, we feel, to see the live animals, everything there, doctors, everything. And if animals be outside, people take from this, go to slaughterhouse and take meat and everything.
Yes, we're done.
Okay, sounds good.
I go to.
All right, coming up to the big guy. All right.
Okay.
All right. I love that.
And you
Yeah.
finish.
Okay. You'll have fun.
Only 1 minute.
And I tell you what, if
You
what-
can take 2-3 minutes, okay.
yeah, you also have 2 minutes at the end if you want to do that, and we'll have Q&A at the end. By the way, when you have 1 minute left, I'll just say 1 minute. I'll just say that just to give you a heads up. Okay? You're doing great. All right. Here we go. And when you start, I'll start. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, about the physical health for the animals, maybe they don't have they don't know what is this they use for the animals in the zoo, or how is the life in the zoo. And the animals have very good health in the zoo because they have a great group of medical services that they cannot get outside of the zoo. If they get any illness, they don't have who cares them outside in the jungle. I don't know what they they cannot get a doctor. No, maybe they die because they don't have medicines. They don't have anyone that cares for her. For them, sorry. And my
Nero.
Mr. Nero talked about the zoo is a prison. The zoo is not prison. They have food, they have water, they have a very good place. If you have time, you can go to the Houston Zoo and you can see the lions. The lions have a big rocks. They have friends, more lions. They have a big lagoon. They have medical services. So they have a good weather. So it's not Persian. So for this reason, we invite you to see what is a really a zoo. It's not Persian. They don't have animals that maybe die there because they are with any illness. No. My partner.
Right.
Okay, to be continue about Mr. Rohan's comment about we can see outside, we can search on internet everything about animals if you want to learn. But the zoo is provides an enriched habitat in which the animal never bored and are well cared for, have plenty of space. And the second reason, seeing the animal in a person is much more memorable experience than seeing that animal in the natural documentary or any other places. So is more likely to foster an empathic attitude towards the animal. Some zoos help rehabilitate wildlife and take care exotic pets that people no longer want are no longer able to care for. And sometimes the reputed zoo they regulated by the Federal Animal Welfare Act from the government and which is established from standards for animal care.
Okay, cool. Is that it? Oh, you want to? You don't have to.
This happened in Brazil. Like we have a blue bird. I forgot his name.
It's okay.
But it's like, or they gave example on the movie like Rio, and the kids will know about it. This kids movie.
Oh, yeah. I know.
So yeah, this bird he was in extinction,
Endangered.
endangered. Yeah, it's not that at all. And like they had to have this bird and take care of them to make he and another bird to have a family, to grow this family because was in extinction. So
Endangered.
they are, I believe they are not like humans. They are prepared for living the wild, but they don't have the medicine like we are talking about and how to put them together for this doesn't happen in their oh my gosh.
It's okay.
For this race doesn't exist anymore. No, to save this race. So this is why we believe this zoo should continue to exist.
All right, cool. Give her a hand, everybody. Yay, them. All right, not bad. Actually, yeah, so this team was listening to the other side and making, clear counterproduction. So now this side is gonna have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to offer a rebuttal. Yeah. It's up to you gotta persuade Romina. She's the one. Just kidding. Okay, you have 5 minutes, and anytime you start, I'll start.
So I'm again here with my argument that zoo should not exist, no matter what my mates made an argument about. I still think that zoo should not exist because we already have shelter homes for animals to be taken care of. Like if they're endangered or if they're sick, they can go. Like we can put them over there to be taken care of. It's just mean to use animals for your own pleasure and leisure. That does not make no sense. You already have animal houses and animal shelters where you can put your animals, or if nobody wants to keep the animals no more, they can just put their animals over there. And I think they are better taken care of over there as compared to the zoo, because it's always been visited, zoo has always been visited, but if you keep your animal at a safe place, like a shelter home, then I think they're taken care of better, in a better way.
Planning a shelter home.
And I think a cage is a cage after all. No matter like if you provide the best food, no matter if you provide the best environment. Like what if I take you from your house to some other darker, smaller place? That does not make no sense, right? And you're not gonna be comfortable no matter if I provide you a perfect diet, no matter if I take care of you. But it's just the environment that you're not gonna like. So I think as compared to the jungles and as compared to the natural environment that the animals are used to live in, our cages and our places are way too small for them to survive. And I think that's just mean for us to torture animals just like that. Thank you so much.
Hey, cool.
So I will give one example, like the small kids. If you keep their small children or small kids in a one room like the whole week, so what is the result? You know. So we have to compare the same thing with the animals. If they are kept in the cage like a long time, keep long time in the cage in a long time, so naturally we understand what is the result. They do not have enough environment to raise, like physically and emotionally. So it is damage their life, and this is also give a disadvantages for the animals. So this is a one compare like they are the like not human being, but the emotion they have and the children have. So when we balance and we compare them, we can definitely find what is the result.
Understood? Okay. All right. You guys are so generous giving everybody all the time. All right.
Outside the cage.
All right.
At that time nobody is over there.
Okay, I will
Near
speak a
us.
few words to my friend here.
Mhm.
Her friend.
Yeah.
My friend said the zoo is not a prison because it has water. In the nature, there is. She said in the zoo have food. Wow. In nature, there is. Maybe the zoo has anything. Has anything. Or something. Or of things. But the most important thing to animals don't have freedom. Okay? Don't have freedom. Because it's necessary. Maybe. I will draw for you.
All right.
You understand, okay?
50 seconds.
Yeah.
Further, okay, the limits, it's zoo. The nature, there, no limits, okay? So zoo definitely is a prison to animals, okay?
All right. Yeah, give me a hand, man. Whoa. So impassioned too.
Robina,
I love it. Yes.
Listen.
I don't know how you really feel, but I got a sense that you were really angry about this. This is fantastic. Okay, so at this point, this team is going to have. First of all, I got to say I really appreciate everybody's thorough research, very organized. You're moving from one topic clearly to another topic, very, and they're distinct from one another. Yeah, it's clearly planned. This side, you got 2 minutes. You could just use this time to summarize or to rebut. Here, 2 minutes. Go ahead. Anybody over here? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is that you, Patel? Are you going to go? All right. Don't worry. I believe you. Good. You guys. You're gonna do great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes.
Okay.
So. All right.
I would like to start with Micronero because you can understand something. They have medical services there. If you are sick and if you die tomorrow, you cannot enjoy all these places. Sorry. You need medical services for this part. And I have another, I want to talk about other point, the shelf. With the zoo you can enjoy, see all the animals. I cannot go any shelf because when I see in the TV, those shelves are in Africa. I don't have money to go to Africa. So, okay, the shelters are very far away from here or for any place where you are. So, the zoo is the unique way where you can see the animals and they are very safe there. My partner.
Yeah, so you're talking about these zoos. So if you go that zoo, there are Rapidash Zoo. Rapidash Zoo has plenty of land like 5 acres, 10 acres, and zoo is located only for 2 acres, and rest of acre is including with the trees and everything. It's look like a jungle. So during the night time or early morning time, the animals go outside and they hang out like us. Drink water from the river, they enjoy all the natural disaster during next to the zoo. So zoo is not a prison. They have plenty of time to go outside because zoo is not for 24 hours. People go inside and see the animal and everything. Some reputed zoo has some particular time for 5 hours and 6 hours, and before rest of time they can go outside and for medical treatment and everything. So
Okay.
zoo is not prison.
Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough. This side will have 2 minutes. Oh, you guys get really super passionate about it. I think at the end, I'm going to work on the pronunciation of zoo. Everybody's pronouncing it differently. Zoo. That's okay. No worries. Yeah, you're doing fine with zoo. Zoo. Anyway, 2 minutes. You just summarize what you said earlier, or make a counter argument. It's up to you. 2 minutes. All right, here we go.
Time's up.
So, as everybody knows that my topic is to disagree with the idea that zoo should exist, and I'm gonna stick with it because I couldn't find any evidence or any point of making me think differently about zoos because I'm giving my
Let
idea.
them guys decide.
Yeah.
Let them guys
Oh,
decide.
son, you.
That's what.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna give you a few more minutes.
Let them guys decide.
Okay, that's what I said. Okay, that's what I said.
No,
That's what I
there'll be
think.
time for that.
That's what I think.
Okay,
I'm not asking
Rohan has
them
the floor.
to think like that.
Rohan,
You're cutting yourself like you don't have any points. Listen, we have to come.
There'll be time for that. Okay. I'll give you an extra minute. Go. Yeah.
No.
That is against the law.
So my brother, he said that zoo have all the luxuries and they have rivers and they have trees. That doesn't make it a jungle. A jungle is a wild place in which animal is free to go wherever they want to go. And this is how they are trained since the beginning, since their evolution. Like us human beings, we are intelligent human beings, right? So we need an environment, we need a house, we need everything. But for them, they don't need anything besides nature. And that's the only thing they need. But we are not giving it to them, so that doesn't make no sense for me to agree with that.
Time's up.
Is that it? Okay, is that it? Or you want to say something? Go ahead, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's okay.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead. I'll pause it for a moment.
My friends, said nonsense words, just blah blah blah.
Oh my God.
In fact, the zoo exists only for one purpose: generating income for our owners and entertainment to people. Just that, because the real question is, we are a good human to maintain the prison animals in the prison, just this. But don't worry, you said just blah blah blah.
Oh my God. Drop the mic.
They have like
Okay.
that.
All right, everybody begin.
Everybody
Wow.
can be done.
They don't have points this time.
They have like
Good
blah,
blah blah
blah,
blah.
But was it Robin talking about the ad hominem attack. What was it? Some of those logical
Yeah.
fallacies. You know what I'm saying? Ad hominem is like a personal attack on this, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll open it up to the audience. There's more people up here than there are in the audience. All right. You have a question about for either side or a comment? Yeah. You have an opinion about zoos, whether they should exist or not?
Which team are strong?
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm not sure about that, but I think they are good for all the animals.
Fair enough. Okay. Gives your initial impression. Got it.
Yes, but I really love to go to them, so it is a contradictory thought.
Oh yeah. I'm a little conflicted
And
too.
also, I like to see the environment that the human create for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
You're an architect.
And I know that
Yeah.
some of the zoos are closing, so.
Gotcha. Cool. Romina, do you have an opinion about it?
Really, I like to go to the Houston.
Wonderful place. Yeah.
But for me, in this moment, it's impossible to buy a ticket, go to Africa
Right.
to see.
Africa is not the only place to see.
No, but your guys talk about Africa's jungle. not ours.
Good point.
Yeah.
Don't be
You
specific,
talk
we're
about
just giving you an example.
But you put it out.
We're just giving you an
They are
example.
talking about Africa's jungle.
It's just an example, there are a lot of jungles in California, there are jungles in Texas itself.
Jungle.
He says if you want to
Anywhere.
What are the
put
You don't
animals
have
in
to
the
go
put
to
in
Africa
animal
for
house,
that.
but how can you put a line in animal house? I don't know why.
I'm feeling so sad for her because she don't have money to
They don't
travel
have
to
the
Africa.
Yeah.
Or I'm
Like,
sorry.
she
So,
talk about the same
for-
thing. Like she talk about the same thing. No, like she talk about the same thing. Like I don't have money, why should I go to Africa to see animals? Yeah, so she's right.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But
I understand that all animals need to be or to have freedom. No? Because in the zoo, some animals probably don't have enough space for to have fun. No?
I don't know,
It's
on the
not
first
about
time.
freedom, Mr. Jeremy,
No,
because
no.
in United States, there are so many senior citizen homes, you know, so they don't want freedom.
yeah.
It's the
Okay.
same
Oh,
thing.
Okay. Drop. Maybe that.
Yeah.
Maybe
The
that
senior
a false
citizen has
analogy.
not lived in a
No,
jungle
no,
for their life.
they
whole
don't.
life.
Okay.
She just-
That
That's
doesn't make
a
sense.
fair
No,
point.
no.
Deborah,
I mean,
On the first debate,
Jungle is wild.
the last
Senior citizens are not wild.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay. Fair enough.
let's say on the first debate about Zoom, Zoom.
There you go.
I was-
There it is. Yes.
I was in this side, you know, like I totally agree with them, like the Zoom should not exist. But this
Right.
last month
Same
they
thing,
put
right.
on Netflix the movie about Zoom, and the lady who is a doctor, he's a vet, yeah, and she traveled to Africa.
I
And
saw
have,
that.
yeah, the movie's a mess. I didn't like, you
Yeah.
know, like, it's a crap. But, but you know, the story about how those people help those animals, you know, like they are not on the cage like they said, they are not on the prison like they said, but they have a doctors there that bring those animals and put them on some place, open place, just to give them medicine or stuff like that. And this is so amazing, you know, sounds totally great, like they can have this freedom, but it's important the Zoom also, I realize that, because the Zoom could take care of those animals, you know, like, but, they talk about the elephants now, and this is why I you know, like, really, the truth, I don't know which size take, because the both is important, the freedom and the Zoom.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
move to, okay, so you touched on it. You felt like, you felt like you were agreed with this side, but then you, upon.
The
thinking
last
about it,
time
you
I was,
persuaded.
and the last time I totally agreed with
Yeah.
this time, with this size,
Yeah.
but after this move, I'm
Change your
Yeah,
mind.
changing my mind,
Maybe,
yeah, exactly, like,
conflicted, yeah.
yes, conflicted, like,
Yeah.
should them be free or, in the Zoom, you know, like, Zoom.
It's done for animals.
That's fine, no worries, that's fine. I'm just curious, what were you put in the side that you agreed with, by the way?
I'm like 50-50, sir.
Oh, you were,
No,
you're on
it's
the
my personal opinion.
Fair enough, yeah, that's what
It's
I
my
was asking,
personal
yeah.
opinion. But by the team wise, I'm here, but my personal opinion is a 50-50.
Gotcha, yeah. I'm just curious, were you put in the team that you agreed with or
No,
not?
I disagree.
Yeah. Oh, really interesting. You don't think?
Yes, because sometimes I visit the zoo for my daughter.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But the last time, the gorilla was so sad. Really.
Wow.
And
Really
you can
dizzy.
see, yeah, and the lions are no, I don't know if they are sick. I don't know, but they don't see very well.
Sure.
Something happened with them. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I like go to my daughter because I wanted that she see the animals,
Mhm.
so the animals.
For education.
But no, I don't agree.
Fair enough.
Because,
no, there were-
because we can see in the books in the internet.
Okay, fair enough.
Safari
But
in
it's not the
Aussie,
same.
it's amazing.
We
It's a
see in
beautiful
the
place. Safari?
Okay, that's not a zoo, it's a, what is it?
No, it's safari.
Oh, it's an open area where?
Yeah,
open
Oh,
area.
wow.
One more
Outside
thing I would
of
like
town.
to add is, the
Okay.
point that she made is valid to some extent,
Mhm.
but zoo is not the only place for the animals to be taken care of, that's what I think.
Okay.
And
They-
zoos have basically been made for people to visit, not to take care of the animals
Yeah,
in
it's-
first place. But if you give me a reason that, zoo is to take care of the animals, then you have a lot of other places for the animals to be taken care of. So I think zoo should not exist, but yeah, I mean, if we are helping out the animals in some other ways, we should definitely do that, it's good for them. And even with that, I think it's a natural process, and I think we should not mess up with the nature.
Okay.
If a thing has to exist, it will exist, and if it has to carry on, they have to carry on their breed, they will carry on. We are nobody to mess up with nature.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. You wanna weigh in?
There are some sanctuaries
Mhm.
for animals. I think those are better places for them.
Mhm. That's what you were describing.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are elephant sanctuary,
Yeah.
and they are, according to the area where they are good for them, I think this is a better way, a new.
You don't know
Anywhere.
safari that you drive with
Mhm.
in your car? Is safari right?
Yeah,
No, you
safari.
can, you,
I guess so. I
The
guess.
word?
Oh, when you say a safari, I think about going to Africa, but but that
No,
model.
we're having Austin.
Mhm.
And I went there and I saw this, I forgot those names, I could touch on those
Goats?
animals,
Oh.
touch.
Right.
Yeah, I could
But
touch
which
on the
kind of
animals, on the
animal? No.
babies.
Goats.
which one?
Goats or sheep? Nah.
Sheep, like that, like
Okay.
sheep,
they
but
are
it's not a
another
sheep, but
kind
it's
of
like them.
animal.
Okay,
They are all
okay.
wild animals, yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the babies we could touch and give food, you know, like.
Yeah, they call it what, petting zoo,
Uh-huh.
I think, or I know what you're saying, but they were out in the wild, they just came up to
They
you.
are, yeah, they live on the,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe a place where humans could go and experience animals, but it's a little bit more humane. The zoo model,
Yeah.
maybe not the best model. I'm just curious. Do you actually believe your position?
Yes.
Oh, you do. You're sincere. Okay. Very sincere. Good.
Sometimes I did
make a,
jokes
Yes.
about this subject, but I feel inside I disagree.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's horrible. When I visit the zoo, we look at the eyes, the animal,
Mm.
it's
Dead.
sad.
Yeah.
Every time sad.
Animals like your gorillas, apex predators.
I mean, if it's human-friendly animals like dogs and cats, it's okay, but if it's wild
That's a good
animals, if
point.
it's birds, especially birds,
Birds.
they're supposed to fly in the sky, we're not supposed to keep them in a cage.
It's how a human that cannot walk.
Yeah, exactly, being handicapped.
Wow. And your point being made, this is all for the purpose for our amusement, not necessarily education part of it. Maybe.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm a little conflicted now too. You might have persuaded me a little bit. I enjoy going to the zoo personally
Yeah.
too. My wife enjoys animals, but I don't know. I might be morally conflicted.
But I don't like Houston Zoo.
You know, like that one? This is a pretty good one in San Antonio. Guys, listen. If you want, if it's up to you, you can take off. I'll play a stand-up comedian if you want to stick around just for fun, whatever. But you're welcome to also just go home. It's up to you. But yeah, okay.
Okay.
I will not. My feelings won't be hurt. Whatever. I'll just see you tomorrow if you want. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys, and good job. Good job.